We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. Boxing Ego unpack. Yeah. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. Devin Haney finally responds and apologizes for comments that he made in a video that has broke the internet. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to my channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the Super Chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, the Cash App, and the Patreon family. We working. Sign up for ESPN Plus, the bundle. Right now, people are quarantined at home and whatnot, so it's a great time to catch up on shows. ESPN Plus has a ton of content. They update it frequently, as well as Disney Plus and Hulu. 3 great services, all 3, ESPN Plus, Hulu, and Disney Plus, $12.99 a month. And it does help the channel when you guys click on the link. The link can be found in the description box of all of my videos. And again, it's probably a great time to catch up on stuff since people are cooped up in the house. Now, the other thing is head over to Patreon or hit the join button to become a YouTube member, or go to the Patreon. I got a game plan, and I'm redirecting some things from the channel, and they're going to be available to those families, the extended Boxing Ego's Army family on Patreon, and also YouTube memberships. So we're doing some stuff different. So great ways to support the channel. Look into that. Now, Devin Haney has finally responded. He's received some criticism for comments he made. I don't know the quote exactly, but he basically said, I'm pretty close to what he said. He said something, I promise you I'll never lose to a white boy. I'll never lose to a white fighter, eerily similar to Bernard Hopkins. He says, you have my word. I'll put that on anything. I wouldn't lose to a white boy, and of course, old media jumped down his throat, and a lot of people were offended by it, and the rest is history. He has since apologized. Let me read what he said. 2 hours ago, he posted this. It says, it's a heart, and it says, #TheDream. Let's pull it up. Over the last couple of days, I've had time to reflect on a lot. I sincerely regret using a term that I have now learned to be derogatory to many of my fans, friends, and associates. I have learned a valuable lesson, and I will continue to show the kind of person that I really am, and will continue my quest for greatness inside and outside of the ring. End quote. So he's apologizing to the people he's offended. And, even in apologizing, some people are going to have mixed interpretations of this. Me personally, what he said, I didn't think, let's just cut the mumbo jumbo. I don't think he's a racist. That's me personally. I don't think he's racist. You could say he said the wrong thing, or whatever you want to say. What is this? I knew it wouldn't be easy, but I know it's worth it. The hunt for greatness, #TheDream. Listen, the bottom line is this. You're in the public eye. You got to watch what you say, especially now. We live in a PC society. You got the BLTs and all these groups, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, and, all these different various groups. So they're going to scrutinize you. So fighters have to be on their P's and Q's. Me personally, I go throughout my life and I pick my words and pick and choose my words accordingly. So if I said it, I meant it. Like, I didn't say what Devin said, so please don't leave no stupid comments to me. But what I'm saying is I make sure, as a true alpha, I make sure that I mean what I say. Like, I'm not 21 anymore. I'm not 20. But see, he's young, so he's in a different spot. But I'm not 20. I'm not 21. So I'm at a point where, if I said it, I meant it. 10 toes down. That's just who I am. And it's part of probably your progression. But I've been like this for a while, I can't think of, even when I was 20, 19 or whatever, I can't think of really many times where I said something and then had to recant, double back, and retract what I was saying or anything like that. But to each his own. Me personally, like I said, I just go through life, and if I said it, I meant it. I put thought into what I say. When I talk, I want it to mean something. I want my words to, I have fun and joke and, make jokes or whatever, things like that. But ultimately, when people are familiar with my brand or me, I want them to get the real me. So, I'm a straight shooter. Like Floyd said, straight shooter, steak and potatoes. So if I said it, I meant it. But, I get it. Devin Haney, he said he had a conversation with the WBC the other day. So they probably got in his helmet. And, Devin Haney has aspirations. See, look, let me read it. I'm just trying to get you guys caught up too. Smash the like button. If you're new, I drop daily content, go live, cover fights when we're not locked down and quarantined, all that good stuff. So smash the like button. Consider hitting the subscribe button if you're new. Devin Haney said a couple days ago, I just had a very positive conversation with Mauricio Suleiman, president of the WBC, and confirmed to him directly my commitment to be a role model and my absolute rejection of discrimination of any kind. This whole Devin Haney thing is twofold. If you've offended people, then, people are demanding a response. And the only thing in this whole situation that I don't prefer is the fact that you notice when it comes to black fighters are constantly held to a standard where if they say something controversial, that's teetering. They want, old media and stuff. They want immediate response, and they want apologies and damage control and stuff like that. But then when it comes to Jim Lampley coming out with the anti-Gotti list and constantly slighting Floyd Mayweather and just doing some foul things, calling Mayweather a wife beater, whatever he did. Larry Merchant recently was on PBC, the live in studio before the shutdown. And Larry Merchant said, is Deontay Wilder the last black hope? What are you talking about, old man? Like, what does Larry Merchant talk about? This is why Floyd went in on him, and that's the only problem I have here. If Devin feels that it's in his best interest to apologize, or he genuinely feels sorry, because you know how it goes. Old media is hitting him up and leaving comments. I seen it. I seen it all. Oh, I'm not supporting Devin Haney. The one thing I will say is this is what they do to black fighters. Be cautious, because you have a lot of people who come out the woodwork and say, oh, I was just becoming a fan and I'm not a fan now. And, you say a lot of stuff. And a lot of the people who say this to black fighters to discourage them and, force an apology and things like that, they're people that weren't in your corner anyway. Like, even before you said this comment, they weren't supporting you and weren't going to support you. So, I'm not mad at Devin Haney. He's young. He's going to go through it, and he got to learn his own way. He has a lot going for him, and he could possibly, if you offend enough people, that creates pressure for networks possibly, or pressure from up top or sanctioning bodies. They might pull you. So he's like, man, I want to be a champion, and it's possible, the WBC or something could have gave him an ultimatum like, hey, we need you to apologize because we can't have our champions like that, but like I said, I still remain steadfast and true to what I've been telling you of when it comes to black fighters. All of a sudden, old media, the double standards come out. All of a sudden you see old media and they want justice and all this stuff, and it becomes viral. Like Gervonta has issues with his baby mom. Devin says something that's out of pocket. Wilder said he wants to catch a body. Charlo is accused of, the bottle gate by Tony Harrison. Rest in peace to Tony Harrison's pops. Really sad. All these situations. See, this is the thing. When it comes to the black community, there's not always unity. They're like, you have coons and people that won't support either. Plus, you have old media and some of the racists that are in old media, and they're not supporting. So it becomes this big conglomerate. Versus when Kovalev gets in trouble for kicking a dog and choking out a lady, this, that, and the third. When Josh Taylor listen, I'm going to show you guys so you guys know this is not a game, new media. Josh Taylor, Asian, I don't even want to say the word. Look, I'm not even going to say it. You could just read it. Josh Taylor, Scottish world champion boxer. Y'all lucky. Hold on. Pleads guilty to abusing Asian doorman. Look, the world champion boxer called an Asian doorman. This is just in December 18th of last year, bro. The guy that fought Regis Prograis, right? And then they found drugs on him on top of that. And like, you can see the expletives and stuff that he said. You know, you guys can do your own research. But my point being is this. Look, TMZ, they talked about it. Your boy Ego talked about it. But old media didn't talk about it. So me, like, as the great thing about this is no matter what any of these fighters do, I'm here to talk about it. No matter what they do. So you can't come to my channel and say that I'm not about this life because I talk about it. If no matter who does what, there is nothing, no topic, no subject matter, no situation in boxing, good, bad, indifferent. If I like the fighter, if I don't like their fighting style, if it's an old fighter, if it's a male, female, there's nobody that is above it. You know what I'm saying? And you get to see the contrast when it comes to black fighters because old media don't play by that rule. You didn't hear, you see on the screen what it says right now. This just happened late December and he got caught with drugs on him, right? Right? He said it wasn't his or something like that, right? And look, this is all the stuff he was saying. And you didn't hear old media put up a fuss, but Devin Haney said, I'll beat the fuck out of a white boy or whatever he said. And all of a sudden it becomes fast news. And, the WBC or whoever probably told him he needs to say something about it. Hold on, I'm trying to put this because I don't want to put smut on somebody's name. Oh, yeah. Okay, I was about to say, I didn't see nothing about the other. Look, he pled non-guilty. Hold on, where is it? I know it was clearly intoxicated. No, because I said the coke charge, right? I know. Where is it? New media. I'm trying to cross my T's and dot my I's. Oh, here it is. See? So this was also part of that. So he had this like rant. Taylor also pled not guilty to I'm not trying to say all these words. Possession charge, which was accepted by the court. So he pled not guilty or something, said it wasn't his, but they found it, in the vicinity or on him or whatever the situation was. But anyway, the bottom line is when Charlo says something out of pocket, the old media, they demand an apology. Devin Haney says something out of pocket, demand an apology, right? But Josh Taylor, Kovalev, Oscar De La Hoya, when they go through controversies, you hear nothing about it. Like I said, Larry Merchant just called Wilder the last black hope or whatever. And people are so sensitive to race and race issues, then why was that accepted? That's my only thing. Again, I don't, Devin Haney, he's his own man. If he felt it was in his best interest to apologize, he did it. So hopefully people are happy and he can continue his career. Like I said, for me, whatever I say on my channel, I meant. I don't foresee us running into this problem because I mean everything I'm saying on this channel because I'm only keeping it real and I respect everybody and I respect protected groups, non-protected groups, different genders. I don't really have those type of skeletons in my closet. So I don't care where you're from, your background, your age, stuff like that. But we all always keep it funky. And Devin Haney is a young man. You make mistakes when you're young. He said something and people were offended. He said he won't lose. Me, I'm a boxing fan, so I'm just like, okay, he's trash talking and let's see him. I want to see the illest white boys or whatever, white boys, white guys in his division, white fighters step in and fight with him, because that's what it sounded like he was doing, like baiting people in, and instead we got this whole, as the world turns soap opera of old media, forcing an apology out of Devin, or maybe he feels bad. I don't know. I can't really speak for him. But what we don't have is Devin fighting Lomachenko and Devin fighting against whoever, Josh Taylor or Luke Campbell or whoever. at 35 or 40. These are the fights that haven't been made. So I hope Devin learns his lesson. You got to choose your words. It's just funny to me to see how the game goes. Again, I talked about this several times. Wilder said he wants to catch a body, and people are so offended, and Wilder needs to be banned, and you know they have all these strict rules, and they're stickler for morality and stuff like that. But a lot of these people, like Edwin Valero, who committed homicide. You see what I'm saying? And I do too. I'm a fan of him as a fighter, not as a what he did. I'm saying as a fighter, he was a beast, knockout galore. And I heard he lumped up people like Oscar De La Hoya in sparring. So Edwin Valero, I don't really speak down on the dead. I don't really do that. So I'm not gonna judge. I'm not God, so I'm not here to judge him. But what I'm saying is, you have people who pretend it's this fake outrage, and they pretend they're so mad that Wilder says this, and that. While they're so mad that Wilder says he wants to catch a body, but they love Edwin Valero, and he did some Chris Benoit type stuff, if you know what I mean. You get what I'm saying? They're so outraged by Devin Haney, but then they're not outraged by the reference of race by Larry Merchant recently on PBC since Tyson Fury has beaten Wilder. So like I said, Devin's gonna have to choose his words more carefully, so you don't have to back off the block and double back. You don't see, like, even Floyd Mayweather. Floyd says stuff and let it ride. Deontay Wilder, he still says it. He's like, I'm not gonna let I want to catch a body. That's how he feels, man. That's how he feels. But the thing is, I do understand in terms of Devin Haney, there really was no reason to segregate the white fighter. You have to accept that you're probably going to get bad feedback just by wording it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to think ahead with that and just think that, okay, I'm going to ruffle some feathers with that, because you didn't say like, oh, a Mexican won't beat me, or Puerto Rican. You specifically said, so it's more, to me, kind of more of a prejudice comment, stereotypical comment. Like, based on, I guess, stereotype, white men can't jump or something, based on stereotypes than anything else. So it was, people, this is what old media does, bro. So he apologized. I think old media should be happy, but a lot of this game is fake, snakes and fakes and phonies. So they're gonna act like they're so offended and stuff like that. And here's the point. The point I'm making. I seen comments on my page, right? And I could pull them up. Don't make me do that. I didn't want to do this. I'll go back to the old ego, like some Roy Jones stuff. I didn't want to go back to the old ego. I killed that boy by mistake, right? And I made several Devin Haney videos about this. Since this, I don't duck or dodge, no subject matter. We talk about it. And guess what? People were saying, oh, Lomachenko's going to stomp him and this and that, and white boy Loma is going to knock him out. But they're not pushing for the fight. You see what I'm saying? And then I seen other people who actually retaliate. See, this is how I know you racist, when something like this, what Devin Haney said, and then you actually put something racist too in response. You see what I'm saying? Like, some people are saying, oh, after Loma knocks him out, Devin Haney has to fight in Africa or go back to Africa. There's comments like that on my channel. So like I said, I'm not really in the business of apologizing. So don't really expect me to apologize. If I give you a fight prediction, I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. I'll admit that I'm wrong, but I'm not going to apologize for it. That's just me personally. Devin, he has a whole career. He has people in his ear, and he could feel bad about what he said, like, oh, I did too much or whatever. I don't know. I haven't talked to him, but to each his own. Hopefully he can move on with his career and still get the big fights, because people are looking for excuses not to fight the kid. So maybe, I don't know. I looked at it like he was trash talking, trying to bait people. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens next. I can't wait to see what happens next. But it got people talking about Devin Haney. So the power of word of mouth and stuff is there. Devin Haney again is going to have to learn as he gets older and older and goes through things like this about watching what you say. You're under a microscope. I remember I seen a video not too long ago with the baby, Yeah, I do what I want. It's good. I'm young CO. I'm sure. Yeah. I got the best album in the world right now on Pandora. You know, it was DaBaby, and DaBaby was, I guess, some guy in the hotel was trying to take pictures, and he like pushed the dude, and you know, there's another DaBaby video where some girl bumped him in the face with the phone and with the flash on, and he like slapped her phone, or you know, Conor McGregor, you know, actually he's another person. He slapped someone's phone, punched an old man. Nobody talk about. They don't want to talk about this. But like I said, you know where to come. New media. We talk about everything. Look, Conor McGregor punches old guy. They got that on videotape. And he punched an old man because he didn't want to drink some proper 12 whiskey. I don't know what you're taking. Fuck your whiskey. You know, Conor. I like Conor, but he out of pocket, bro. You know, and I seem to be the consistent one who always talks about it. So y'all know where to come. Shout out to Devin Haney. Can't wait to see what's next. We'll see. But old media and fans were really hurt. So Devin Haney did what he felt was right, and he apologized. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what's next for Devin Haney. Will you support him now? He says he wants to be a good role model. So, you know, good on him. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. If you love what I'm doing, smash the like button. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego, signing out. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.